Hey YouTube, it's Mike here, and today I'm bringing you guys a formation that I've been asked about because I've used it in the previous weekend league. So there were people that were wondering how is playing five in the back feel like? Is it OP enough? Is it weekend league ready? Well, look, I have a really good team, so is it weekend league ready? Um, I would say yes, but then again, some people will say, well, then Mike, you have a very good team, so I don't know, is it really weekend league ready or it's not? Either way, I believe it is. I believe you could achieve better winning ratio by using it. But you then again you got to use it at the right moment. Sometimes there's certain players that are no they know exactly how to exploit it. Now I'm going to tell you the cons and the pros about it. The way the formation looks like is exactly like this right here. Actually, the formation itself is the 5-2-1-2. Okay, so when you get into it, if you look at my what I use for it, okay, it's basically press after possession loss. With I don't do the drop back thing, okay, because there's no point. Um, I keep my width exactly the way it is. I go one higher on depth, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I still want because I'm using five in the back, and you'll see the instructions afterwards, okay. No matter what, I'm always gonna have my three central backs, pretty much in the back, okay, and it's gonna basically stop a lot of people that are counter attacking style. Now, if you see that you're still getting counter with five in the back, you may want to lower your depth to like maybe even four. You know what I mean? But if you're a type of guy that wants to win the ball quicker, I would say having your depth at 5-6 would be much more worth it. Okay, and trust me, you're not risking that much anymore because you always have at least three in the back. Okay, even if it's a five in the back in the formation, you understand why you have three when you look at the instructions. Um, Offensive style, for me, I played around with possession, with long ball, with fast build up, and everything. I feel like balance is balanced. I feel like balance is the best one to take. Now, I keep my width at five because I believe because you'll notice with the instructions that I use my left back and my right back to run up the wings. So that's why I keep my width exactly at five. I feel like I have enough width because if ever you play the formation 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you'll know that you have to basically increase your width for it to be a bit larger, right? But since I'm using my left back and my right back as wingers, uh, having five width does the job. Players in the box, this is really up to you. I would say go in and experiment like yourself by trying out maybe different numbers here. I personally don't do that many crosses, you know what I mean? But if you are somebody that does a lot of crosses, maybe you want this higher. I don't know. Personally, I feel like three is good for me. Corners at three and free kicks at two, okay? Anyways, the formation looks like this. So Kante becomes a central back. Okay. Now, when you look at this formation and you look at the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, it looks exactly the same. The only difference is that your CDM becomes your central back. Okay. So this is a very good formation for people that like to play the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Okay. Because all you're doing is basically telling Kante, for example, in this position, to stay more back. Okay. So what's gonna happen is that instead of having the four in the back, you're gonna have basically five, right? Because Kante becomes a central back. But my left back and my right back are gonna become also my wingers. They're gonna go up and down the pitch, acting like if they're left mid and a right mid, but really what they are is they're a left back and a right back, right? So they are gonna come back and defend. Now, if you look at instructions, you'll see that these are very like um, common instructions that everybody uses, except I don't use getting behind. I just don't feel like it's worth it because a lot of people play drop back, a lot of people play with low depth, so there's no place for you getting behind. So I feel like I just keep my two strikers as stay central and stay forward. Okay, if I could get to Del Piero, I was there. I keep Del Piero on stay forward and stay on the edge of the box. Okay, for crosses. The reason why I want him to stay on the edge is because time finishing in this game, finesse shots are OP outside the box. And since Del Piero has a 5-star weak foot and he's very good with those type of shots, I like to keep him on the edge of the box instead of inside the box. You know what I mean? Okay, so Tevez I have them on stay back while attacking with cover center, okay? Both my CM do exactly the same. This is exactly if you will be playing the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you probably would have your CMs on stay back while attacking cover center. It's exactly same style. The only difference is that Kante is not a CDM no more. He's a central back, okay? So automatically he stays more back. Now, if you look at my left back and my right back, I don't do nothing. I just leave them on balance because I want them to work as their work rates. They're high mediums, so either they're high mediums or high high. I don't even remember what they are. Give me a second. Let me just check to make sure because I just got this guy. So yeah, he's a high high, and I think Lala is a high medium. He's a high medium, yeah. Because before I was using Gulam. I can't remember what I think Gulam was high medium too. Yeah, high medium. So I just got this guy here. I can't say his name correctly. Turney, whatever. Anyways, I just got him. As you can see, 11 games. I've been trying him out to see how he feels. So that's the way the 5 in the back formation looks like. Now, the cons. If you're playing versus a good player, okay, and what I mean about a good player, he's going to realize that your midfield, you know, like where your CDM is supposed to be, is a little bit empty because your CDM doesn't exist no more. So now he becomes your central back, so he stays more back. So there's that empty space in the middle where your CMs are gonna be, you know, usually taking that spot by coming back. That's why I have them on stay back while attacking. The thing is, there is an area in that area where it is a little bit vulnerable. So a lot of people that are good with time finishing outside the box or whatever, not like right at the edge, but like a bit further, like 10 feet outside the edge or even 15 feet. If people are really, really, really good at taking those shots from that far range, that will be one area where you would be exposed, okay? Other than that, if you're playing versus people that like to play the counter style, where they keep countering you, and you just keep getting countered against, playing this type of formation and having your CDM as a central back, it actually eliminates a lot of these counterattacks. Also, the fact that your left back and right back, even if they're on balance and they're moving up the pitch, that are helping you out a lot when it comes to offense, because they're like what they're doing by going up, and you, if you want, you could even put them on overlap if you want, if you just want them to be on a straight line. What it does, it creates your opponent's width to open up because they have to cover the wings, and that's based on your left back and right back moving up, and that's what they're doing. So they're creating space for you up front. So not only that it's a very good defensive formation, it's also a very good offensive formation, believe it or not. A lot of people would think 5 in the back is very defensive. Actually, you'll be surprised. It's actually pretty offensively too, this formation, okay? As you can see, I play with a higher width. Some people may want to try out with drop back and maybe lower width, where you would have more compact defense. That works also. I just feel like this way here, it worked properly for me. So I did get gold 1 by doing this. So as you can see, if you go into my weekend league here, for people that don't know me or whatever, just looking at this, I ended up getting 21 wins out of 30. Now, it's not the best, it's not the worst. I could have probably got the 23 wins. There were a couple of games like there were very, very tight games, whatever. Like I lost in penalty shot, I lost in extra time. It could have went both ways. I could have been an elite 3 players this week. Who knows? I played the whole weekend league, and also division rivals and everything. I'm in Division 3. I played with this formation, okay, and I got better at it. Now, like I said, sometimes it may work against you when you're playing versus somebody that's really good. In that case, you may want to go back to the 4-2-3-1. That's why my main formation is the 4-2-3-1 when I go in the game, but I usually switch to the 5 in the back right away. But if I see I'm getting exploited, I go back to the 4-2-3-1. You know what I mean? Another formation that I'm going to start practicing a little bit more is the 4-2-2. Well, I'm not going to make any custom tactics or any video on it right away because I want to practice it well enough for me to actually understand what I'm doing with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this formation that I showed you with 5 in the back. Go ahead, go try it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know how you guys do in the weekend league with it, if you guys actually do attempt using it. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I wish you guys a good weekend. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.